Have you ever looked at a car and thought, what were they thinking? Some automotive designs challenge common sense to the point of becoming legends, but for all the wrong reasons. Today, we're diving into the 10 ugliest cars in the world. Vehicles that divided opinions and often made people laugh more than admire them. Get ready because as we go through this list, the designs only get stranger. Is the car you find the most bizarre here? Let's find out. Tenth place, BMW i3. In 10th place, we have the BMW i3, an electric car that aimed to revolutionize the market, but ended up grabbing attention mostly for its design. With its reverse opening rear doors, compact body, and a front that looks straight out of a sci-fi movie, it divided opinions. Some found it futuristic, others just plain weird. Still, the i3 earned fans worldwide thanks to its efficiency and innovation. But let's be honest, the looks didn't help much, right? What do you think? Is the BMW i3 stylish or a shocker? Ninth place, Nissan Juke. In ninth place, we have the Nissan Juke, a car that left many people scratching their heads. Its oversized round headlights on the bumper, combined with curvy lines resembling an insect, made it one of the most polarizing designs of the last decade. Despite being a bold and even fun car to drive, its looks made many people turn away. Interestingly, the Juke sold well, proving that sometimes a strange design can still be a hit. Or maybe people just bought it with their eyes closed. Eighth place, Suzuki X90. In eighth place, we have a real enigma on wheels, the Suzuki X90. Imagine a car that didn't know if it wanted to be an SUV, a sports car, or even a giant toy. With only 2 seats, a compact body, and a tiny trunk, it seemed like a confusing mix of ideas. To make things worse, its removable roof only added to its odd appearance. The result? A car that was hard to understand and even harder to sell. Today, the Suzuki X90 is a rare item, but is anyone really looking for one? Seventh place, Aston Martin Lagonda. In 7th place, we have the Aston Martin Lagonda, a car that proved even luxury brands can stumble. Released in the 1970s, the Lagonda aimed to be the pinnacle of sophistication and innovation, but ended up looking like a shoebox on wheels. Its straight lines and exaggerated angles gave it a clunky, awkward appearance. Far from the elegance you'd expect from an Aston Martin. That said, its interior was impressive, featuring futuristic technology for the time, such as digital screens and touch-sensitive controls. Still, the exterior design earned it a spot on this list. What do you think? Sophistication or disaster? 6th place, Chevrolet SSR. In 6th place, we have the Chevrolet SSR, a vehicle that seemed unsure of what it wanted to be when it grew up. Was it a pickup truck, a convertible, or just a failed design experiment? With its retro looks and exaggerated curves, it tried to be stylish and nostalgic, but ended up confusing even the most loyal Chevrolet fans. Despite its powerful engine and fun concept, the SSR never found its audience, earning its place as one of the industry's most questionable ideas. What do you think, a collector's item or a mistake best forgotten? 5th place, Subaru Baja. In 5th place, we have the Subaru Baja, a car that no one really knew who it was made for. Released in the 2000s, it was an attempt to combine a pickup truck with a sporty sedan, but the result was peculiar. Its awkward lines, overly low roof, and tiny bed made it a real puzzle in the market. While it had qualities like all-wheel drive and reliability, the design didn't do it any favors. Today, the Subaru Baja is remembered more as a failed experiment than a success. What do you think? Practical or just plain odd? 4th place, Pontiac Aztek. In 4th place, we have the Pontiac Aztek, a car synonymous with controversial design. Launched in the early 2000s, it was meant to be a practical and innovative crossover, but ended up looking Well, like a vehicle cobbled together from different parts. Its angular lines and awkward proportions made it one of the most criticized cars in history. The Aztek was even a commercial failure, but it gained cult fame years later thanks to the TV series Breaking Bad, where it became Walter White's signature car. What do you think? A cult icon or a complete disaster? Third place, AMC Pacer. In third place, we have a true icon of automotive oddity, the AMC Pacer. Launched in the 1970s, this car earned the nickname Fishbowl on Wheels, thanks to its massive windows that provided nearly 360-degree visibility. Despite its innovative idea of creating a compact yet spacious car, its unusual proportions, with a bulbous rear and a flat front, made it one of the strangest designs ever seen. Interestingly, the Pacer became a cult classic, appearing in movies like Wayne's World. But let's be honest, it's here because beauty was definitely not its strong suit. Second place, Chrysler PT Cruiser. In second place, we have the Chrysler PT Cruiser, a car that tried to embrace retro style but ended up dividing opinions. Released in the early 2000s, it looked like a tribute to 1930s designs, with rounded lines and a front grille that resembled classic models. The result? A design that many considered over-the-top, outdated, and frankly, hard to love. Despite this, the PT Cruiser sold well initially and even gained a loyal fan base. Still, there's no denying it's one of the most controversial designs of all time. What do you think? Vintage charm or just a modern mistake? First place, Fiat Multipla. And finally, the top spot goes to the legendary Fiat Multipla. This car not only redefined the concept of strange design, but also became a global reference when it comes to automotive oddity. Released in the late 90s, the Multipla was designed to be practical, spacious, and functional, seating 6 people in 3 rows. But the design? Well, it looked like it was built in 2 parts, the top and bottom, each with completely different ideas. The front featured 2-tiered headlights and a shape many described as unforgettable. While it was loved for its utility, it cemented its place as the ugliest car in the world. But what about you? Would you dare to drive a Fiat Multipla? And that wraps up our list of the 10 ugliest cars in the world. Each one proves that automotive creativity can be a real testing ground, but not always with the best results. From bold to bizarre, these designs definitely didn't go unnoticed. What about you? Do you agree with our list? Did we miss any model that deserves a spot here? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more amazing curiosities like this one. See you in the next video. Until then.